Hey everybody, welcome to this special report of Inside Sports. I'm Charles E. Smith Jr. and as you've probably heard by now, Tim Tebow. No longer in the Mile High City where he created all the hype, but now he will be going to New York. He's going to be under the microscope as everyone is in New York. But thank you for joining us here on Inside Sports for this special report. He held his first press conference today, and we're going to get into highlights about that in just a moment. But first, I have to honor a very special Inside Sports fan. And right here, this is Christopher Scott Davison. He is only 5 years old, but he is a diehard Tim Tebow fan. In fact, his mother is she's a lifetime Denver Broncos fan. She's from Colorado. And when she broke the news to him that Tebow had been traded to the Jets, she asked him, and he said, "Mom, I'm going with the Jets." That's really tough to say to the woman who feeds you, as you know. But hey, I gotta admire his courage, and all my best to Team Davison up there in Los Osos, California. And speaking of Los Osos, that means the Bears, which means football. So let's go ahead and segue back into our original purpose here. That is the New York Jets. And some say they were just trying to make headlines, but as we know, last week the Denver Broncos won the Peyton Manning Derby. They've got Peyton Manning. He'll be their starting quarterback as of this coming season. So what happened with Tim Tebow? Created all the hype. They said, hey, you know what, Tim? Thanks for getting us to the playoffs. Thanks for that win over the Steelers. Thanks for becoming the biggest selling jersey in the NFL, but we're going in another direction. So the New York Jets scooped up Tim Tebow today. And this was at the behest of the New York Jets organization. His first press conference was held. So Tim Tebow went before the media. The media, they was so large they had to hold it actually back in the training facility of the Jets. No less than 30 TV cameras there. Everyone, it seemed like, from the entire world of sports was there as Tebow addressed the media. And, he answered those tough questions about, what about the relationship with Sanchez? Sanchez had said he had felt a little bit uncomfortable when they had even signed Tebow. So what was he going to do with things like that? What about your relationship with the existing quarterback? Are you there to replace him? Are you there to compete with him? Are you there just to add to the football team as a player? So, you know what? He can tell the story better than I can. We don't know what the Jets' real intentions were. We may not know until the season really starts. But what we do have is Tim Tebow. And here's the highlights from his press conference. It was about a half an hour long, about 35 minutes. We're not going to have the whole thing, but enough so you can really get the flavor of Tebow, what he thinks as a football player and as a man, because that's really what's important. So without further ado, here we go. Tim Tebow joins the Jets. This is Inside Sports. We're changing the world one sport at a time. Today, the sport is football, and the man of the hour is Tim Tebow. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy.
Hey Tim, welcome.
Thank you.
There was a report the other day that Mark was a little confused by the Jets going after you and making the trade. From your conversations with him, whether it be on the phone or text, did you get that impression that he is angry about this? And how well do you think the two of you will eventually work together once things get going?
Well, from my conversations with him, he was excited, and he was excited about working with me, and I'm excited about working with him. I have a lot of respect for him. As a football player, as a person, he's always handled himself with so much class and integrity, and he's won a lot of games as a quarterback. And I think we'll have a great working relationship. We talked about that, and just supporting one another in our roles. And I'm excited about that opportunity, and I think we'll have a great relationship, and hopefully we'll be able to thrive together.
Tim, Rex talked yesterday about maybe playing other positions other than quarterback. I mean, it seems to me from what I've read about you, you're pretty emphatic about quarterback being your position. Would you be open to something like that?
Well, I think first and foremost, I've always said that I'm a football player first and then a quarterback. Although, that is my dream. It's what I want to be, and it's what I believe I am as a quarterback. But however I can help the team, however I can make a difference, however they can use me, I'll be open to it and work as hard as I can. Every time I step on that field, I will give my whole heart to being the best Jet that I can possibly be and trying to help this team win football games.
Hi, Tim. You were talking about speaking to Coach Fox and saying that you would be thrilled to be a Jet. Just curious, what about the Jets was appealing to you to express that you would be interested in coming here, particularly since you're coming off a season in which you were a starter, and there's obviously a starter in place here. So
I think, first and foremost, it was my relationship with the coaches. It was having football coaches that believed in you, having football coaches that saw ability in me, and having coaches that I really respected for how they coached the game, for who they were, and my relationship. I've always had a great relationship with Coach Ryan, my relationship with Coach Brano. I'm excited about working with Coach Kavanaugh, and then also you have so much support from Mr. Johnson, from Mr. Tannenbaum, and look at these facilities. They really don't get much better, and so there's a lot of pros here and not very many cons. I'm excited about that.
Hey Tim, first, what's your thoughts on this media crush here today, this whole process? And second of all, how do you make sure that this does not become a distraction when the season rolls on and this kind of tension is brought to you?
Well, it's an honor for all you to show up to hear me say a few words today. I really don't feel like it'll be too much of a distraction because I honestly will try not to pay too much attention to it. And I mean, the reason we're doing this today is because I have bosses too, and they wanted me to stand up and talk to all y'all, so I can blame it on them because they made me do it. So.
Hey Tim, do you think that it's fair to put Mark in a position where you're the backup? You're obviously, if not the most popular player in the league, among the top handful. To have somebody behind him with that type of popularity, perhaps having the fans clamor for you if he struggles, is that fair to put him in that position?
I think Mark is very secure as a football player and as a person and who he is, and I don't think he's going to let outsiders affect how he goes about his preparation or how he plays. And I think I'm excited about my role here too, and my opportunity to compete. And I think working together, we'll be able to encourage one another and be stronger together than we would be apart.
Tim, how much better of a passer do you think that you can be, and do you think that the criticism that you faced about that aspect of your game has been fair?
Well, I think that I'm improving every single day. I've been working very hard in LA with Coach Mazzoni, who is a former Jet coach, and working extremely hard to improve in every area of my game. And I'm excited about my future and just improving as a quarterback, as a football player, understanding defenses, understanding the schemes, how we go about it, how we take advantage of defenses, reads, reactions, fundamentals, all those things. And I'm excited about the opportunity, and I'm excited about my future.
With that in a locker room where there might be some division?
Honestly, it really doesn't bother me at all. I think it's my job to come in here and try to earn guys' respect by how I work, and I want them to respect me by me coming in here working hard, improve myself in the weight room, in sprints, when we're running, in the practice field, and I can't control doing this press conference. You can blame the guys upstairs. They wanted me to do it, so I have no say over that at all either. And I'm just having fun with it and make the best of whatever situation that I'm dealt. And I'm so honored to be here, and it's such a blessing for me. I'm excited about getting to know those teammates and building a relationship. And I have been able to get to know quite a few of them already, and I'm excited about it. And it truly is an honor to be a Jet. I'm so grateful to be here.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you all. God bless.